Hello YouTube friends. So last fall we expanded our solar system and added some more panels, and we needed a better solar array to put them on. So I put this array up, this stand right here, hoping that it would be good enough, but it keeps leaning in the mud. And so what we need to do is put in some cement pillars in the ground. And so while we're at that, I'm going to go ahead and trade out these wood posts for metal posts, and we'll make it a lot stronger and more reliable. So here we go. Yeah, no worries there. So we're gonna dig these holes. This will be really similar to how we had done the holes for the summer kitchen. We're gonna get it in the right spot, dig as deep as we can, fill it with cement, and there we go. Okay, so for part of updating the solar panel array, we have purchased some jacks here that we can assist us with doing the tilt on the solar panel so that we can always have optimal angle. Okay, so we were given 5 of these I-beams, and we're going to use these instead of wood so that they can't rot and they won't bend and all that great stuff. We're going to cement them into the ground. I'm going to weld on some hinges for the solar array to pivot on, and then obviously these are going to get, I'll have to figure out a way to weld these on and make them go back and forth, so we'll try that. Okay, here we go. So there's October. There's November. There's December. Almost to January.
Arm tired yet?
Well, you don't do this all at once. It takes 6 months to go. There's January. Oh, wait. I'm getting smarter now. There's February. There's March. There's April. There's May. And there's June. I think that's gonna work. Now I just gotta make 4 more of them and we'll be set.
Okay, so we're ready to start working on the cement posts. We have everything we need up here. And just like the summer kitchen, if you saw that video, we're gonna use the same method. If you didn't see that video, we're going to dump water, cement, and mix it up right inside the hole. It worked really well last time, so we're gonna do that again.
Okay, so here is the procedure for what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw bags of cement and water into the hole until we get it to a certain height, which is just about at grade. We have the transit here to determine that. It'll beep for us when we get it at the right height. And we will then pound in a piece of rebar into the ground at that height. And that will be the support for, as far as the weight goes, while the cement cures for the post. So the post will sit on top of that piece of rebar so that it can't go up and down. We'll then connect it to one of these boards we have attached to the old solar array to keep it from moving down. We can get it perfectly up and down with the level. And then we will have a tube slid over the top of it that's about 2 feet above ground, and we'll fill that with cement. And so we'll have essentially 6 feet of cement and 6 feet of metal post, but only 4 feet that will stick up above the cement. So here we go. There it is.
Okay, fine. You're coming over. I got that. You got that. Are you sure you do that? Yes? Nope.
All right, so now I'm gonna put a second piece of rebar. I'll push it in at least this far so it connects in between where the post is sitting on top of the other piece of rebar, because that metal would bend, so this would go through past that and make it something for the cement to hold on to. Just like that, and now we'll fill this up with cement and it should all be good. Okay, so here's one completed in the ground, cemented up. Now we just got 4 more to go. Okay, so we've got all of the posts in and they're cemented in and they're held in place. We're gonna let them cure overnight. It's getting late, we're gonna go to bed, but we will see you tomorrow. All right, good morning. The cement has cured overnight. Obviously it's not completely hard. It takes actually, I think, 4 weeks to completely harden for cement, but it is definitely set now. I'm going to remove all of the braces we were using, and then I'm going to begin dismantling the solar array. I'm going to try and lay it out so that we can put it back together. Or at least I'll lay the panels out. I think I'm going to take all the panels off, and then I'll simply dismantle the boards. They should all come out with a screw gun, and then I'll move the beams over and reassemble it and put the solar panels back on, and should have solar maybe before the sun even comes up. Here we go. Solar panel number 1. Last one. The last thing holding it right now. Without this one, it's just setting on both posts. Okay, so there's no more bolts holding on to the solar racking. It's sitting on the old post and the new post now, so I'm just going to try and slowly slide it down to where it's sitting only on the new posts. All right. Okay, so I've got the one solar array working. It's the one I didn't take off. The way I have my solar panels fixed up is that I have the top row is one array and the bottom row is another array. And so here's the combiner box for the top row, and over here is the combiner box for the row that's off and on the ground right now. I have all this really wired nicely and up in here good. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to take it down. The other one I didn't have wired nicely, and so I want to take care of that when I put it up this time. It's already about 9:30 and it's getting kind of sunny, and so I wanted to get this one hooked back up. It is down there and charging already now. I checked it down in the basement when I had it flipped on previously just to test it, and it seems like everything's good. So I really want to get the other solar array on here, and even if it's just kind of wired up for now to get it so it's charging, so we're not losing out on all the sun. This is the only energy we use. We have generators, but we haven't run them now in about 6 months, and I'm not even sure. I think the one of them, the pull start was broken on it, so I got to do some work on them. But we have enough solar now pretty much to make it all the time without using the generators if we're a little bit careful with it. Especially in the winter, we have to be careful. In the summer, not so much, but I still get nervous when we have solar panels unplugged when it's sunny out. So I'm going to go ahead and put the other array back up and wire it quickly, not really nice like this, because this takes a little while to get this all in here good. And I'll come back later and get it wired in nice once I have all the array up and actually running energy down to the cabin. And then I will also put the jacks on so that I can pivot it and test that, and I'll show you all that here when we get that far.
So Steve, how come we're not at home working on our project?
Because we had to run to Menards again. We realized that the cement forming tubes that we purchased were not large enough to hold, I don't know, maybe we went at it too soon and they didn't cure all the way, I don't know, but they're not holding up. So we need to add more cement around them. So we went to the store. Obviously we shop at Menards a lot. We went to the store and we bought some bigger forming tubes, and we're gonna dig around it and put it down in there and pour some cement in until it holds.
So we're gonna try it all again.
I should have bought bigger tubes.
Well, we live and learn, and we play with more cement.
Play with more cement. Okay, so here's what we got. We have 16-inch cement forming tubes, or sono tubes, whatever they call them, that we have around the 8-inch ones we had before. I feel a lot better about this. I think part of the problem was that I didn't wait long enough before I did work to them, especially because I was bending them, not just compressing them. So I think if I had waited, maybe they'd been okay. But I'm going to wait now for 48 hours and see what they're like then. So we'll see you then. I guess just something to talk about as I walk back to the cabin. Mistakes aren't fun. But one thing I found is that if you're willing to try and fix the mistakes, there's a lot that can be learned through a mistake as you fix it. And finding the way maybe you should have done in the first place, or a way that will fix the mistake, even if it isn't the way that you should have done in the first place. And so a lot of people get upset with mistakes. It's disappointing because it means more work, but it's always a chance to learn. Okay, I've gotten all 5 of the jacks welded up. It is time to go install them on the solar panel, and let's see how they work. All right, so I need to get the solar panel array situated on the post now, exactly where I need it. The only one that's right where I want it is this very end one. And I have the jack installed the way it's going to end up being installed on that one to help hold it in place. And then I have a bolt in the hinge already. The rest of them are down behind me, are shifted too far to my left. And so I need to slide them all this way. And I tried to do it before with the tractor, and I couldn't lift them all at once. I could only lift like one at a time. And that's when I started to get in trouble, where I bent some of the concrete pillars when I didn't have them thicker. Now I have them thicker, so it should be okay. But I don't want to risk that again. So I think what I'm going to do is I hooked up all of these jacks now the wrong direction. And I'm going to jack them a little bit together at a time and hopefully move the end, all the solar array on top of the cement post that way, all the way down this way. So I'm going to give that a try now.
Okay, which way?
Crank this one a little bit.
Which way?
Clockwise. Nope, the other way. Yep, that way. So I've been grabbing here and back there on the knob.
Am I doing the right way?
Yep.
Yeah, I see it moving.
Well, yeah, if you want to extend it, make it all the way. Sure. Okay. Two more operational. Three, 4, 5.
You want me to do that with this one down there?
Yep. Where do you want, Caleb?
I'm going to do
Okay, so that's all the way down. It's almost perpendicular to where it was flat, where we started. We can go back up now, and that's where we'll get for tomorrow. This is our grade angle from basically November to February. It actually helps having it so flat like this. The sun comes across pretty low, and then even when there's snow on the field, the sun bounces off the snow and then onto the solar panels. And it also helps us to clean them, so obviously we need to clean them right now. But I think this is a success. I'm so very happy about this. This is awesome. I don't think they're going to go anywhere, and now we have an easy way to pivot it. So for now, that's that.